Good morning, world. It's your girl, Dominique Spinelli. Let's not waste no time. Let's get straight to the fit. Okay, I did not thrift this. However, I've had this dress for like maybe 8 years now. Still fabulous. Check out my outfit of the days. I will post it later on today. That way I don't have to do a full spin in the office, you know? You gotta cut it up. Today, I don't know why this thing is making noise. But I hope that it stops once I start recording. I am up and focused. I feel like a character from one of my favorite movies. Do you guys remember the movie Life Size with Tyra Banks and Lindsay Lohan? Eve's great, no matter where she goes. Dress her up from her head to her toes. On the town, at the mall. Eve loves high fashion. After dark, at the club, she'll spend the whole night dancing. Shine bright, don't be shy, be a star. Do y'all remember that? That's one of my favorite movies ever. And every day that I wake up and I get dressed, I feel more and more like an Eve doll. Literally, she and I are like aligned. Okay, now I'm gonna turn this up. Okay, PSA. If anyone wants to serve at the Dresden Senior Center Senior Citizen Prom, you can say that 3 times fast and you got good tongue control. We will be there on Saturday serving food, so it will be plated and we'll serve. And you know, after that, you get to eat the food, you get to turn up, you get to take pictures and dance and sing. If you're good at line dancing, come serve with us. We're gonna have so much fun. And I already picked out my outfit for that. I got my outfit ready. It's just the hair that I'm debating on because I got this thing I want to do. But yeah, so I'll be there on Saturday. So if anyone wants to volunteer, again, you can call the Dresden Senior Center, you can call me or hit me up on here. And yeah, let's serve. I think the event ends at 9, but last time they went a little late. They were turning up for that Valentine's Day dance, so who knows how this one's gonna go. I think that's the highlight of my week. My church is having the awards on Friday, and I'm excited about that. I don't know anything about it. Like, I don't really know what to expect, so I kind of just am going with the flow. I'll be there, though. But Saturday, I'm very excited for Saturday. I wonder what we're eating. In other news, I don't think I have other news. I definitely took yesterday off to rest and like recalibrate because, you know, life gets to pushing it. Push it down in the box. Get in the box. And I'm like, no, I'm not made for a box. And life is like, you got to get in the box. And I'd be like, I'm going to sleep. You will not put me in a box. I'm going to sleep. That's how I deal with life. So but I'm here today and I feel better. I'm telling you don't know what to do, get you a good meal and go to sleep. Get you a good meal and go to sleep. And then proactively pick an outfit that's gonna make you feel like that girl, okay? And this is just a product of that. Because I was like, you're not about to keep pushing me around, life. I don't know what you think this is. But I have dominion. Straight like that. You ain't taking me out like this over this. And once I tell my Father in heaven, it's over for you, player. It's over for all of this nonsense, foolery. And once I use my dominion, you and all your little buddies are getting casted out. I know I'm being vague, but I said what I said, and I'm sure there's people that can relate. I'm not playing with you. Stop playing with me. Life. All right, let's lay this news down because I am ahead of this schedule today in so many areas. And shout out to future me. I love when past me does something for future me. because today I am future me, and future me today is set up for success. So I don't have to work so hard, and I have like time and space to bounce around. So hallelujah. All right, let's read the news. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this doggone sound. Okay, well, all I can do is what I can do. So let's start. Weakley County pre-kindergarten pre-registration is set for March 19th. Children who will be 4 or 5 years old by August 15th are eligible. I can't think past it. Hold on, y'all. I know if I do that, it'll work temporarily. Okay. Weakley County Pre-K Kindergarten pre-registration is set for March 19th. Children who will be 4 or 5 years old by August 15th are eligible to begin school this fall. Parents and caregivers can register at their local school on March 19th from 8 to 5. Dresden Elementary, Greenfield School, Gleason School Pre-K, Martin Primary, and Sharon School will be ready to accept registrations. Parents must bring a child's birth certificate, immunization record, proof of residency, and proof of income for pre-K applicants. Visit weeklyschools.com. Visit weeklyschools.com or contact your local school. It's great, no matter where she goes. Okay, in this one, okay. Teachers in Kentucky could have optional uses of their unused sick leave due to proposed legislation. Senate Bill 124 would give school districts the option to institute a buyback program, enabling teachers to cash in unused sick leave each year for 30% of their daily pay rate. State Senator Matt Nunn is the sponsor of the bill and addressed the issue on the Senate floor. I just learned something new about my board, and I'm so grateful that I learned it. Because that situation that was just happening with this plan at the same time, that was distracting. It'll still record. I had to turn it off. Y'all don't know what I'm saying, but I do. And I'm going to remember it. Teachers and other school district personnel would still be required to maintain at least 15 days of sick leave in the event of a medical emergency. A provision was also added to the bill allowing teachers and staff to use sick days for religious holidays that are not on the school calendar. Senate Bill 124 passed on full Senate and now heads for consideration with the full House of Representatives. Thank you. That was what? Every day I learn something new, guys. Every single day. I love that for me. Sometimes, though, learning is embarrassing. And sometimes learning is frustrating. But I find the more frustrated you are about something, when you learn something new in that moment, you don't forget it because it made you mad. That's just me, though. Okay? Next. The city of Union City is preparing for the upcoming mowing season. During a recent city council meeting, city manager Johnny McTurner requested permission to seek bids for new mowers. Good morning, Miss Tracy. Also, to anyone in the city of Martin that wants to get more involved in the community, whatever that means for you, with everything that's gone on in the last 6 months with the mayor and everything, there are now other boards that regular people can join. Dr. Ken Kelso, the Ward 2 alderman, has what's called Visions. It's 3 V's. It's the VVV project, right? And he's inviting Martin residents to come and be part of this committee that would help us to focus our plan as a city, to focus on what does the city need, how can we do this, just get all these minds together to try to make change, right? And I'm actually going to write an article on it. I'll probably read it tomorrow, but it's something to consider if you want your voice to be heard, if you want to be active in your community. There is now a place to do that. So I will make sure I write the article and I'll read it tomorrow. All right, back to what's on the script. Back to the script. Also during the meeting, the city manager asked council members to approve funds for 2 HVAC units for the Obion County Fair Board. I don't know why I'm forgetting one of the V's. Thank you. Council members unanimously approved the bidding for the 8-0 turn mowers and city portion for the HVAC units. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee has signed Senate Bill 16 into law, which allows high school athletes in Tennessee to be immediately eligible to compete after transferring schools one time without requiring a change of address. The transfer has to take place in the summer between school years. The new state law covers students in grades 6 to 8 as well as 9 to 12 and is expected to go into effect in the upcoming school year. TSSAA Executive Director Mark Reeves told Channel 4 questions and scenarios remain unanswered. Hold up. Hold on. Right here. Hold on. There you go. Told Channel 4 questions and scenarios remain unanswered, but he expects TSSAA can provide more clarity for all after their April meeting. Lifetime edits. Good morning, Miss Cindy. Ooh, wait. Okay. We Care Ministries took to their Facebook page to give their January assistance report. Last month, over 5,000 pounds of food were donated to We Care. 523 individuals were served, with 21 of them being new households. $78,000 went back into the community. We Care is located across from the Hearth Restaurant in Martin. Okay. 5 talented Union City Middle School band members and Landon McAdams of Union City High School have earned All West honors. Directors Joe Davis and Jason Deem confirmed the designation for middle school students Raylan Laster, Chloe Baumgardner, Owen Shannon, Mateo Telez, and Lyndon Hazlett. McAdams is a senior and has been selected for the honor previously, with Baumgardner also as a repeat performer. It's a clean cut. It's a clean cut, my girl. Okay, on to the next. Director Deem said to make this ensemble is a great honor and a testament to the work ethic of the musicians. Deem said the band students performed with the best musicians in West Tennessee and represented Union City schools well. After 2 days of tryouts, the honorees performed as a group at the Cannon Center in Memphis. Nice. Then we just boom, boom. Okay. Saturday, the Martin Kiwanis Club will hold their annual pancake breakfast. From 6:30 to 11, breakfast will be served in the cafeteria at Martin Elementary. Following the breakfast is a silent auction with items from local businesses and donors. Tickets can be purchased directly from any Martin Kiwanis Club member. Reach out to a member today to secure your spot. All of the profit from this event goes directly toward supporting youth programs and community initiatives in Martin and the surrounding area. Kiwanis is a global organization of volunteers dedicated to improving the world, one child and one community at a time. Seven, so 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, you're gonna have to read this one. The Henry County Sheriff's Office report the arrest of Thomas Bradley Moore of Buchanan for online offenses involving the sexual exploitation of minors. Last month, investigators were notified by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children that Moore was operating on the dark web and exploiting minors. Once investigators received the digital evidence from Moore's devices, warrants were issued for Moore for 9 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor. He was then reported missing by several social media entities when in fact he was in hiding. Monday, he was located and arrested by Henry County Sheriff's Office Criminal Investigation Division investigators in Dover. Moore was booked into the Henry County Corrections with a bond set by Judge Chad Cox at $200,000. Anyone with information related to crimes against children is encouraged to contact 731-642-1672. The city of Dresden is taking applications for a part-time position laborer at Dresden Parks and Recreation. Duties include trash pickup, field preparation, weed eating, and other tasks assigned by the park director. The position requires a physical and drug screening. Applications should be submitted at Dresden City Hall by March 16th. Until March 10th, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations is accepting applications for internships on several disciplines around West Tennessee. Applicants must be a college junior, senior, or currently pursuing postgraduate education. These are unpaid internships. Select candidates may earn school credit for this opportunity. Positions are posted now. For additional information, contact the TBI Human Resources Unit. Something just came to me. I know who I need to send that to. I'm going to send that to her when I'm done. I forgot my shorty was a crime investigator. I'll call her. All right. No, I'm going to text her. I don't have time. As part of UT Martin's Entice series, The university welcomes CNN news anchor for Newsnight and CNN Saturday Morning Table for Five, Abby Phillip. Miss Phillip recently released her book, A Dream Deferred, about the late Jesse Jackson and his fight for Black political power. She tells us about the meaning behind the title. I'm sorry y'all can't hear it. I've been fighting with this thing today. I don't know what's going on, but I'm winning. I'm winning. Y'all can't hear what she's saying, but listen to the radio. Reverend Jesse Jackson passed away February 17th at the age of 84. Miss Phillip goes on to reflect on the time she spent with him. I'm going to start putting my stations up here. I'm going to figure that out. I think it's time to evolve again. Start putting my stations. See if I can. I'll figure it out. This is the last story, y'all. I gotta cut that because off of here. Hold on. Ah! Okay. And hit end, turn on the mic. She goes on to say, so I'm going to let that run. That's the end of my recordings for today. Quick and easy. Now, I have a meeting today at the college. It's called the Master Plan Meeting for Weakley County. So they're discussing, okay, so this man from Nashville came down. This will be part of my story tomorrow too, God willing. This man from Nashville came down. He's with some agency. You'll hear the article tomorrow. And he came down maybe a month ago and discuss this master plan that he has to grow Weakley County. There's a lot of moving pieces. And at his first meeting, and maybe he was just doing like the sales aspect where you tell him all the bad stuff, he mentioned so many things that stop this county from growing. And they all make a lot of sense. And it's the same thing that we're talking about in the Martin City Board meetings and at the finance meetings and what the VVV is working on. Like, it's all connected. And they're like, listen, people come to school here and they don't stay. And there's not enough businesses. And then what's your incentive? That in other meetings, it's like, well, what's your incentive for these businesses that are here? So today, we went to the college with the commissioners, the county commissioners, so bigger bosses, right? Because there's levels to this. And we're gonna go listen to what they got going for this master plan. Again, it's a lot of moving pieces. I think it's really cool that I get to see all the pieces move. I've never been into politics or government or anything like that. A lot of the stuff that I've learned about those spaces, I've learned at this job in lifetime. And I'm so grateful for that because it definitely helps to grow me up. But I also understand how heavy that can be because there's so much. It's like this impacts this and then this impacts this. And like, why didn't we fix this a long time ago? Or we did fix it and it broke again, but we don't have money to cover it this time. Like, yeah. So I'm excited for that. That's what I had to put that thing on between my energy, how I wanted to feel today, and what I got to do in the room with the heavy hitters. Whoop whoop. I don't know why it does that, but yeah. that's what I'll be doing. I'm going to leave the office early today to go to that meeting. Who knows how long it's going to go? Who knows how heated it's going to get? Or maybe everybody will just be yes men and listen to this man's plan to grow it. It doesn't make sense that we got Memphis here, we got Nashville here, and like we in the middle, and it's like, it's lit, there's nothing going on and people don't stay. And a lot of our demographic that is here is passing away. If we're being honest, a lot of the demographic of people that are here have always been here. They don't leave. Those people. But then we have college students who are younger and fresh and new. They come, they get their education, and then they go. You see the dilemma? So yeah, and we need to grow it. We need things to do here. Things to do. I mean, listen, I love my life. I go to work, I go to grocery shopping, and I go to church. But what kind of life is that? Did I only go to work, I go grocery shopping, and I go to church? You know, you want to do something, you got to go to one of these towns, or maybe Jackson, depending on what you're trying to do. So, yeah, there's a lot going on. I look forward to going to this meeting today. I'm going to be in there. I'm the one who told the school director about it today. I reminded him. So I'll see him later too. But yeah, y'all. It's not easy being green. See you later.